This week on Jaunts with John T, we are going to the Forest Grove Concours in Forest Grove, Oregon, where we will be looking at some of the area's most beautiful cars, including antiques, classics, muscle cars, and sports cars. Everything from the ridiculous to the sublime. And at the end of the video, I will give my personal choice for Best in Show. So why don't you come along with me on this jaunt?
Howdy, and welcome to Jaunts with John T. I am John T, and I am in Forest Grove, Oregon, and we are here for the Forest Grove Concours d'Elegance. Now, I have never done the Concours d'Elegance auto show before myself, and I'm really embarrassed to say that because, you know, I lived on the East Coast for like a long time, and I never went to the Greenwich Concours d'Elegance, which is kind of like the big kahuna of Concours. So anyway, we are here now, it's a beautiful day, and we're going to go check out some beautiful cars. So come along in this jaunt with me. Sticker of what year is this? Coupe de Ville, 1955 Coupe de Ville. Named in Maryland, by the way. There you go. $4,981 in 1955. The most beautiful engine ever made. Chrysler Firepower engine. Isn't that a cool looking engine? Look at that. That is so cool. It belongs to a 1958 Chrysler 300D. Absolutely gorgeous car. Gorgeous car. I actually built a model of the same car. Different color. 'GT. I can't see the year on it, but when I was a kid, we had one just like this, red with a black interior. It's 1971, I can see now. It was red with a black interior, just like this one. We actually had two Opel GTs. The other one was some sort of yellow-orange color, and it had I think it had a white interior. But yeah, I didn't drive the red one that much. My brother owned the red one, but that yellow one, I drove that all the time. '57 Studebaker Golden Hawk. Now, when I was a kid, my best buddy across the street, his dad owned one of these, only it was this exact model. It was a 57 Golden Hawk, only his was red and white, and it had a herringbone interior, which this one does not have. That was a very cool car. And oh, by the way, I should add that that friend, well, 50 some odd years later, we're still friends. Another difference of my friend's dad's car was that the back here wasn't painted. It actually was like chrome, or that back panel there where you see the kind of ridges was chrome or metal, some kind of metal, I don't remember exactly. It was a long time ago. This is a 1965 Lincoln Continental. As you can see, it has the suicide doors. Again, not only did I build a model of this particular car, but I even painted, this case, I even painted the same color. I think that color is called platinum, if I remember correctly, but it's basically a very light baby blue. And oh, by the way, the friend who I mentioned earlier, whose dad had a Studebaker, he also had, well, not this, he had a 63, I think, but it was very similar, but in this color. Only his had a black interior. And it was a convertible, too. '62 Corvair, very nice, very maligned, much maligned car, and unfairly, because it was actually a very good little car. '64, I think, Pontiac GTO, again, a car that I built a model of. A 1958 Studebaker Commander. We've seen pretty much the entire show, and I have to say, for me at least, this is best in show. This is an absolute beautiful car, and I have not built it yet, but I do have a kit for this exact car, and I was going to paint it red and white, but now I'm reconsidering that. I might just paint it this color. So the owner told me that this is Lance Green, so I'm going to look that up when I build a model, because I think I've changed my mind, and instead of doing two-tone red and white, I'm going to do this, and I think I'm going to try to, as best as I can, duplicate this interior too. In case you didn't know, that's right, it does have a V8. A V8 that kind of looks like a hawk. All right, that is going to do it for us for this week. We really enjoyed the Forest Grove Concours d'Elegance, and hopefully if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give us a like. That will really help us out. Also, if you'd like to learn more about the Forest Grove Concours d'Elegance, I'll include a link down below so that you can check it out. And if you're here in like around July here in the Portland area, then maybe you can check it out yourself. Here at Jaunts with John T, we go on jaunts around the world, around the country, around the state, around the city, and sometimes just around the house. So if that sounds like fun to you, please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because that way you'll get notified when new videos come out. Well, that's going to do it for this week. I am John T, and until I can figure out a better sign-off, thanks for watching.